ended up, through a very strange turn of events, working at the ministry, Christ for All Nations, in Orlando, Florida, in the warehouse. I was stocking shelves. I was sweeping floors. I had the lowest of the low positions within the ministry. And can I tell you, I felt so happy. I felt like maybe this was the fulfillment of what the Lord had spoken to me all those years earlier, that I could somehow help to build God's eternal kingdom, even if it was sweeping floors. To me was fulfillment. Mm-hmm. And then one day, Evangelist Bonnke walked in. He saw me sitting at a desk. He went to my supervisor and he said, ask that young man if he wants to travel with me as an assistant. So the supervisor walked in my office. He said, would you like to travel with Reinhard Bonnke as an assistant? And I tried to keep my composure. I said, let me pray about it. Yes. So that's how it started. I was traveling with him around the world as an assistant, carrying his bags, polishing shoes, and we came to know one another. And little by little, he started to give me ministry opportunities. And finally, the day came where he said, I believe that you're supposed to be the one to take this ministry into the next generation. And the rest is history.
And he said that before he'd even heard you speak?
No. Well, he asked me to preach. He said, I'm going to give you 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
He said, don't go over 10 minutes and don't give an altar call. And so I'll tell you, I had every word of that 10-minute sermon memorized, backwards and forwards. And he must have liked it because he said, I want you to come to the next crusade and do it again. So we did that for a while. And then one day he said, you know, there's 5 big meetings in a crusade like that. He said, this time I want you to do one meeting, the whole thing. Take the altar call, pray for the sick, do the whole thing. And I'll preach the other 4. So we did that for a while. Then he said, I'm going to do 2 meetings and you do the other 3. Then he said, you do 3 meetings and I'll do the other 2. Then I'll do 1 meeting and you do the other 4. And finally the day came when my heart almost stopped. He said to me, I'm not even going. This time you just go and do it all yourself. But in that meeting, we saw how the crowds grew from 30,000 to 650,000 people in a single meeting. Mm-hmm. Amazing miracles taking place. The blind eyes opening, the cripples walking. And I sat there with the team at the end of that crusade. They were weeping and they said, it really is possible. This can go on for another 50 years. And that's really the cry of all of our hearts. It's not about any man. It's not about a name. It's really not even about a ministry. It's about souls. It's about people finding their way to the foot of the cross of Jesus Christ and receiving the most precious gift of all, the gift of eternal life.